Thank you so much for taking the What's Your Unique Success Archetype quiz. Your results report will hit your inbox in about 15 minutes or so. But in the meantime, let's talk about your results and more importantly, what that actually means for your success. My name's Brad Bizjack. I'm a personal development expert and certified high performance coach, and I've trained over 70,000 people in the areas of maximizing success and fulfillment. I took my own life from $92,000 in debt to a multi-seven-figure income in just a couple of years. And based on the information you shared, your current success archetype is IDEX, or Identity Expansion. Now, this means that you feel an itch that something needs to change in your life, and a voice that says, I know I'm meant for so much more than what I'm getting out of life right now. But you don't have much clarity on how to change it, so you feel kind of trapped. Like taking any action almost feels like a giant waste of time. So changing your life, even though it would be very nice, it doesn't seem possible. And when you're in your best states, ideas come to you and you feel this pull to expand your identity and become more in this life. The challenge is you're so used to how things have been that changing feels incredibly uncomfortable and borderline impossible, because deep down, you don't yet really believe that change is possible. You know in your heart that things can be different and should be different, but you're missing the courage necessary to even begin. And the problems of life, they overtake your focus. And so slowly your dreams and your goals, they get smaller and smaller and smaller, and nothing motivates you like it used to. So you're staring your deepest fear right in the eyes: mediocrity. And the good news, though, is that there's a really simple way for the IDEX to break through this stage and reach the next level of success. But traditionally, that involves spending hundreds of hours working with a therapist, or reading countless personal development books, or following successful people online hoping to adopt their habits, only to get nowhere. And you might already be doing some of those strategies, and yet you're still here with the same desires to change your life without the motivation you've been craving, and honestly, the motivation you deserve. But after working with 70,000 people, I started to recognize that the biggest thing stopping the IDEX, it's not a lack of desire for something different in their life. It's that you never gain enough momentum to make meaningful change. You're so bombarded with all the demands of life that staying focused on your dreams seems impossible. You don't talk about it out loud, but in the inside, it's defeating and draining. Like your dreams are silently slipping further and further away while you're stuck here spinning your wheels. And you're told by society, just hustle and grind harder, rely on willpower. But all that does is it leads to the same self-punishing questions. Why can't I stay consistent like everyone else? I know what to do, so why can't I just get myself to do it? What's wrong with me? And you wonder why you never feel motivated. But let's be honest. How can you ever expect to feel consistently motivated when you're constantly disconnected from your desires and overwhelmed by your own thoughts and stuck in patterns that drain your energy before the day even begins? Over the years, I've realized that when you build emotional momentum, all of these challenges go away rather quickly, and you not only gain total clarity on the right next step, but you also have the courage to finally take the bold action that your heart's been nudging you towards for years. So what if there was a proven process to never lose motivation again, to stay emotionally unstoppable, and to take consistent action and follow through on the life you're meant for? What if you had daily accountability and inspiration texted directly to your phone from someone who has created the success that you're after? And what if it took less than 5 minutes per day? That's why I created Momentum Club, your daily dose of bite-sized emotional fuel to stay consistent, to follow through, and to build that unstoppable momentum towards a successful life that you deserve. Momentum Club includes 3 short weekly videos texted directly to your phone to shift your mindset and reignite your motivation. You'll have weekly journal prompts to connect you with what you really want, a weekly courage challenge every week to get you into action, motivational text nudges sprinkled throughout the week to keep your fire alive, and all of this from a certified high performance coach and personal development expert who went from $92K in debt, drowning, to creating a multi-seven-figure success story with total time freedom. And all of this, by the way, in less than 15 minutes a week. And the best part? It's only 19 bucks. No contracts, no pressure, cancel anytime. It's literally less than the cost of a dinner out, yet it could completely shift the direction of your life. And I get it. That might seem like an impossibility because a common mistake that people in the IDEX archetype make is letting fear win and proving a limiting story true that this is just the way life is when it's not. And the reason is because the IDEX's mind is wired to crave certainty, wanting to know how it's all going to play out before you ever start. But that's the exact behavior that needs to change. So don't wait on this. The longer you sit in indecision, the more your dreams fade. In Momentum Club, if it's not for you, you can cancel anytime. There's literally no risk. Otherwise, you'll start to believe that it's just harder for you, that other people have it easier, and before you know it, you'll live in regret. Feeling restless inside, setting goals you don't even care about because you're basing what's possible for you on failures of the past instead of dreams of the future. And that'll cause you to feel totally alone, like something's broken about you. It'll impact every part of your life, parenting, marriage, business, career, money, health, you name it. You'll even start to feel empty with the very things that used to bring you so much joy. Most people, they spend decades lost in a fog, unable to stay consistent enough to make any meaningful change. But all that can change very, very quickly. All you need to do is create enough momentum to make it happen. So if anything I said resonates, don't ignore that inner nudge. Click right around this video, join Momentum Club, and take your first step towards the life that you know you're meant for. You have tried so hard, and it's not your fault that nothing's sticking. You are not broken. You're just out of momentum. Let's change that starting right now. Click the link below to get started.